Really? Really? Okay, I didn't really expect Myles Turner or TJ McConnell to make the first team. Myles because of injuries, and TJ McConnell because he isn't quite on that level. But All NBA second team, you put Bam Adebayo and Matisse Thybulle over a man who's averaging 3.5 blocks per game and finished second or third in total blocks after missing 20 games. He was still up there in top 5 in total blocks. He was ahead of guys that played 20 more games than him. He was dominant. He was pure dominance in the paint, and he had like a steal per game. That's decent for a center. Then people are going to say, oh, the rebounding. I do not want to hear crap about Myles Turner's rebounding when Domantas Sabonis is the primary rebounder. And then Matisse Thybulle mixed over TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell led the NBA in total steals off the bench. Off the bench. And he wouldn't have gotten nearly as many minutes as he did later in the season if our team was healthy. And he still probably would have led in total steals. And he led for a majority of the season in steals per game. But no, you put Matisse Thybulle over him. Maybe I wouldn't be as mad if at least one of them made it on there. Like, I could maybe see an argument for Matisse Thybulle over TJ McConnell. I could maybe see an argument for that. But Bam Adebayo over Myles Turner? Where's the argument? What? This man had one of the most dominant seasons on defense for a center for a long time. 3.5 blocks per game. And if you don't think he would have kept that up over the last 20 games of the season, you are smoking the most crack that I've ever seen. Because he would have kept it up. It just makes no sense. Once again, he gets snubbed. This is like TJ McConnell, this is his first time really getting snubbed. But Myles Turner, this is let's see, he got snubbed for Defensive Player of the Year once, and he got snubbed for Defensive First Team, Defensive Second Team already. So you've screwed him about 5 times now. Maybe more. You've screwed him a lot. He's probably going to continue to get screwed because the NBA media hates small markets, and it's media people who vote on this stuff. At least I believe. I know they vote on the awards. I'm pretty sure media votes on the all-defensive teams. And of course it's going to turn out like that. Just the same way the media will only root for certain NBA playoff, like the Lakers and the Clippers. Like the Lakers going out of the playoffs, the media was really mad, of course, because that's their big money maker. But it's stupid because people are going to listen to the media whether they are supporting the large market or the small market. People are still the same amount of people are going to watch. So why are they only supporting the big markets? Why aren't they just giving unbiased opinions? I know that sounded really stupid. Okay, not unbiased opinions, but why are they only focusing on the big market when they could focus on anybody? Like, they could focus on anybody, people would still watch. And if you focus on the small markets a bit more, maybe the NBA would be a bit more fair when it comes to awards, and people wouldn't be getting snubbed so much. I mean, remember for the first few times where Damian Lillard should have been an all-star and he was getting snubbed all the time? I know it's hard to imagine him being snubbed so much now, but he was just constantly getting snubbed for the all-star because he was in Portland. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Good basketball should be rewarded, and Myles Turner played amazing basketball, amazing defensive basketball. and TJ McConnell played amazing defensive basketball. And then you screw them over. Bam Adebayo had a drop-off from last year. So even if he isn't a statistical defender, he still had a drop-off. And Myles Turner continued to go upwards. And Myles Turner was a better defender than him last year. So he's definitely better this year. Just why? Why? Can't wait for next year. Breaking news, Myles Turner averages 5 blocks a game and 2 steals. Rudy Gobert still wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Myles Turner does not make an All-Star team. He could average 10 blocks a game. But, can you guys see that? Oh, yeah. You can kind of see that poster. It says Indiana Pacers on it. If we change that, it says Los Angeles Lakers on it, or the Clippers, or the Nets, or the 76ers. He would be on the all-defensive team. But because he plays for Indiana, a place that the media has not liked for ever since they had basketball in Indiana, even though Indiana really helped basketball take off, the media is pretty ungrateful like that. But yeah, get screwed. I mean, it's just gonna drive people away. I mean, of course it's not gonna drive someone like me away, because I'm gonna watch basketball no matter what, because it's just become a part of me at this point. Just like all the other sports that I watch. But more casual viewers of the Pacers in Indiana, like if they just see their team getting screwed over constantly by the NBA, they're not going to watch anymore. They're just going to be done with it. And that's going to happen not just with the Pacers, with teams all across the country who are small market teams. And then their fans are going to leave. And even though they are small market teams, all those fans leaving, it's going to add up over time, and then it's going to hurt the growth of the NBA. Just like how the NBA is searching for trying to help prevent from people drawing fouls when shooting, because they know if that continues so abhorrently, it's going to hurt the growth of the NBA because fans aren't going to like it. Eventually, that's going to happen with, screwing over small market teams and guys like Myles Turner and TJ McConnell. I mean, I'm more upset for Myles Turner than TJ McConnell, because TJ, this is his first time getting snubbed, and he's a guy who just goes through adversity he's like Frank Gore. He just sees adversity as another obstacle, and he goes through it, and he's going to go out there and play amazing next year, whether he's with the Pacers or not. But Myles Turner, he's gotten screwed over for multiple years in a row. I'm not saying that he can't work through it. I'm just saying, as an athlete, that would be the most discouraging thing in the world. But luckily, Myles Turner is... You got to look at it also as if you're the right type of athlete, it'll make you want to work harder. But with Myles Turner, how much harder do you want him to work? He gives it his everything out there. Maybe he could give a bit more on scoring, on offense. Okay, yeah, but we're focusing on defense. Maybe he could give a bit more on rebounding. But when it comes to shot blocking and steals and being a good defender, he gives it everything that he has. And he was he was way more dominant than Rudy Gobert. He was just way more dominant. Look at the numbers. Look at the way they play. Like, Myles was way more dominant. It's just stupid that he gets screwed over so much. I don't like it. It's discouraging from a fan's perspective and probably from a player's perspective. But you know what? Fine, fine. Screw us over. Myles Turner, go out. Have the season of your life next year. Average 4 or 5 blocks a game. Just completely destroy anybody who thinks that they should try and dunk or lay up a ball in your paint. Just completely destroy them. And then if the media continues to screw us over, maybe then if he has just more of a dominant year, more fans will take notice and maybe it'll get better. TJ McConnell, go out and average 3 steals. Just, if you see a ball, take ball. Be like a cornerback in the NFL. I mean, he kind of was on some of those pass interceptions. Like, someone pass, he'd come around, just take it. But yeah, just both of them go out and just completely own every single team so badly that they wish they never played basketball. Make them wish that they weren't even born. Just completely and utterly destroy their team. I will see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and just, yeah, I got no more words for the media. They're just, I'll see you guys next time.
There's the 2-2.
Oh, and he went too far.